Hello, my YouTube family. I hope everyone is doing well. Another amazing, gorgeous day here in the Hudson Valley. I happen to be home from my other job today, so guess what? It is me time. It's a brand new week. I do have a couple brand new finds. Actually, this video is kind of going to be a small little something something from Dollar Tree, mostly snacky finds and some food finds. And then I have 3 items that I purchased from Aldi's that I want to share with all of you because I think they're just super cute. And then I didn't forget, I'm guilty because I did eat some, but I still have my bag of British goodies that I wanted to share with all of you. And this particular store, I know it's a store that's only around here, but there's lots of people in the Hudson Valley. And I never knew that Adams Fairacre Farms, which is the store I'm going to show you at the end, that besides them being all, they do all the farmers and it's all local brought in, an amazing store. They have amazing food. But I just recently found out that they have a candy section. And in their candy section, I found some British sweets and treats and one of my favorite cookies. So I was so freaking excited because normally I have to order it online or I have to go somewhere and usually along somewhere away to get these items. So I was super psyched to find them. So that's what this me time is going to be with all of you. I have my scissors, my ruler, my magnifying glass. I'm still a little snorky and sniffly. I've got my tissues, a hot cup of cocoa, because I'm already coffeeed out for the day. Many of you who saw the video where I ended it rather rapidly because I heard the neighbor's generator going on, she is absolutely fine. What was happening is they're doing some remodeling over there, and so they had to switch circuit boards, so that's what caused the generator to go on. I washed up, put my mask on, and I barely made it around the other side. And then I saw everyone over there and figured out what was going on. So we're all good there. I saw her yesterday. Everything's cool. So for those of you that asked me about her, thank you so much. That was very, very kind of all of you. All right. Are you ready for some me time? I think we're even going to taste a few things with all of you. Still not 100%, but I think we'll be okay. All right, so we're going to start off with Dollar Tree first. These specific items came from Hyde Park, New York. These were just kind of leftover pieces that I had from the last haul from Hyde Park. Every item is coming in at $150 or under, which I'm very excited about. All right, so the first couple of things, and these are just I don't even know if anyone wants to see these, but I'm going to show them anyways, because this is part of my Dollar Tree haul. I did pick up 2 bags of the 1.8 ounce shred. I love it in this color because when I'm doing my baskets and things like that, this is perfect fall colors for my baskets. I did pick up some of these marshmallows, the Jet Puff marshmallows. Super squishy. I always like to have marshmallows around the house for random things. So I did pick up some of them. Them being a brand name, I felt that was a good buy. I did grab some more of these Snyder's pretzels. Oh my gosh. Now, Snyder's can be rather expensive. These are 4.5 ounces of milk chocolate covered pretzels. These are so good. Expiration date is March of 2027, so there's plenty of time because once this bag gets opened, it rarely gets back closed. But I want to show you because they're about the size of a malt ball, in my opinion. That is the size of them. They really are yummy. They're good. They're really good. I've eaten them before. The boyfriend likes them too. Okay, the next thing. They really are good. $1.25. Reese's Pieces. And these were over in the Halloween section. I did pick up 2 bags. I like Reese's Pieces, but not a whole lot. But I do like the colors of the Reese's Pieces, and sometimes I use those for decorating cookies and cupcakes. You're probably seeing 4-wheelers flying around the house. The kids next door are outside playing. They're having a ball. As long as they're careful, that's all that matters. All right. Also a foodie find. This is by Nutty Naturals. Omega-3 mix, always fresh, cholesterol-free, 4 ounces. Never seen this before. It's manufactured in Paterson, New Jersey. It is a product of USA. That was a new foodie fun find for me. Lots of new snacks and treats coming out at Dollar Tree. And really, if you use your coupons, mind you, they must be valid and they have to be specific to the item or else Dollar Tree will not take them. The next item that was new to me is called Tasty Snack. It's a 4.5 ounce bag of seasoned butter braid pretzels. Shall we? We shall. I still have my pop. Is that what those things were called? Poppies? No, not Poppy. What were the drinks that I hauled the other week? They're still in my refrigerator. I should have probably grabbed them. Ooh, those smell actually quite delicious. Those are nice. Now, I'm really picky about butter flavored things. It's not over butter. It's not over salty. I think the boyfriend will like those too. Not that it matters, but those are quite tasty. So I would definitely get those again. All right. I showed you this bag of chips about a week ago. Great Lakes. It is a 2.5 ounce bag. Parmesan Ranch style. I promised you guys I would give you a taste test, and that is what we're going to do. Okay, so these are kettle chips. So kettle chips tend to be much more crunchy. Here we go. Smells yummy. That is nice. Made in Michigan. It's not too Parmesan-y. It's not too ranchy. I would definitely enjoy those. I would buy them again. Now, I did find this food fine. This is made by Pampa. It's French fried onions, non-GMO, gluten-free, 3.52 ounces. It is a product of India. There it is right there. Sometimes the boyfriend likes those oniony things on the salads. You do the green bean salads. Never tried that before, and I thought, all right, well, I'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. Then, I picked up 2 cans of this. Have you guys ever tried this before? It's the Hunt's pasta sauce. These cans are 24 ounces. I don't know about all of you, but being Italian, I like to make my own sauces. But when I don't have the time to make sauce or pour some ragu out or Prego, this stuff is actually quite nice. And for the money, $1.25, get yourself a big old bag of Barilla that they sell at Dollar Tree, $1.25. $2.50, you've got a sketty dinner. Get some garlic bread out of the freezer, another $1.25. Bam. You've got yourself a nice little dinner. Again, I got 2 cans because I keep them in the fridge. Not in the fridge. I keep them in the cabinet so I have them for backups. Or sometimes I just like, you guys are going to think I'm weird, but my mom used to make this spaghetti sauce. She would take absolute fresh tomatoes literally right out of the garden, dice them up. Then she would mix in fresh, I think there was basil in there. There was all kinds of stuff in there. And it was like not a warm sauce, but it was almost left like a colder sauce. And then you pour it over pasta. It was fan-frickin-tastic. This would be perfect for something like that. All right, over for the doggies. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. And it's actually for kitty cats, but they had it hanging in the doggy section. Mia could surely play with it if she wanted to because it's got crunchies, but it does contain catnip. So if you've got yourself a kitty cat, yep, catnip in there, put it away for a stocking. Just a couple of small things from Halloween, or for Halloween, I should say. And I really think these signs are nice. And I think what it is because they feel like they almost have like a laminate over them. They are still made in the regular, cardboard. So you definitely don't want to get them wet because then they expand and it's a hot mess. But what I meant to say was pressed board, not cardboard. These are coming in at about 14 inches. Love it. I think it's because it's got like this shine on it. It's better than just the plain old board. So I did pick up the Boo. And then I saw this with the ghost on it. And I picked up the one that says Eek. I thought both of them were super cutes. The only other thing in fall, and this is really kind of Halloween, and it's these sticker books. What I love about these sticker books, yes, the stickers are cool and great, but what I do and have done in the past is taken these apart, taken them out of the book, and made photocopies of just the pages so the kids can color on them, do their own faces. I mean, there's a lot of different things that you can do. They had it in this style, and then they had it in this style. And of course, it's just a fun book for the kids to play with because there's all kinds of stickers. But what I love about these is, like I said, you're going to take this out, put it on a copier, make copies of it, and you have multiple things that you can do with it. Besides cutting the pieces out, laminating them, putting them on a cork board or anything like that. Lots of different characters in these books. And both books are completely different from one another. Alrighty, I just need a sip of my hot cocoa. My bad. I feel a tickle coming on. All right. Or maybe that was a piece of paper in my mouth. I had a piece of paper in my mouth. That's gross. Okay, over by the makeup and beauty section. This is by Spa Curie. Hydrogel under eye pads. We had one with green tea and vitamin A, C, and E for detoxifying. And another one that's energizing coffee with vitamins A, C, and E. I thought, okay, that looks kind of interesting. So I grabbed me one of those. Also in makeup and beauty, I found these, and my daughter loves her lashes and stuff. Now these, I really don't know much about, but it does say they're by Elore London. No glue needed. It's got 5 magnets, and evidently they're faux lashes, up to 15 wears. But I don't know how this stuff all works. Evidently this has something to do with magnets in there, and it sticks to your eyes. I don't know. I guess I think about that and I think a magnet in your eye, wouldn't that cause like your eyelid to roll up and stick or something? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much about them. So I just got one package. I figured I would give them to my daughter and let me know. She'll let me know what she thinks. I gave you guys a sneak peek of these little shoes about a week ago. Totally forgot to show them to all of you. I said, my gosh, if I don't get them out and show them to all of you, my bad. So look at these little shoes. They're little shoes. They're like little Croc shoes. They come with a plastic little clip. Super fun. The little handle here on the shoe does move up and down. They had them in blue, green, pink, purple, which I love. Look at the purple one. Are these just not adorable? Little pair of shoes. Anyway, super fun and cute. Okay. I told you guys this was going to be like a wacky video here, random. So that's it for Dollar Tree. Again, all these items came from the Hyde Park location, located over by the Stop and Shop, by the Hudson Valley Bank, and by, it's not an AutoZone, an Advanced Auto. All right, let's jump over to Aldi's. These guys are going nuts out here. I can see just dirt flying up everywhere. Aldi's. Besides having all kinds of food that you can buy at Aldi's, Aldi's has really, I don't know, they're just carrying all kinds of stuff like I don't feel like they've ever carried before. But they do have an aisle that's called the Aldi Aisle of Shame, which Miss Patty pretty much turned me on to that. Anyways, I went to Aldi's. And so I went to go do some shopping because I do buy some groceries from Aldi's, and they had some of their Halloween fall stuff out. And I got myself a couple things. But the prices were really reasonable. So the first thing I got myself, this was $5, and I thought this was a deal. It is by the Halloween collection. It's a pastel Halloween throw. It's 50 inches by 60 inches, and it's got like these ghosts on it. So we're gonna get into this together because I haven't opened it. This will be for myself. I just thought the ghosts looked really fun and cute. And of course, I love my purple. You guys know that. It's super, super soft. And pretty much, there is your pattern throughout. Peekaboo! I thought that was really pretty. So I picked that up for myself. We'll just toss it there for right now. And then they had these mugs. Now, probably even if I could afford it, and I mean, I could afford a Stanley mug, but, you know, I would probably lose it, drop it, break it, whatever. So they had these mugs by Adventurage, 40 ounces, and it's got like this straw thing. This is so freaking cute. I picked it up, I put it down, I said, Beth, you don't need this, but you know what? For $10, it was $9.99. I was like, I am going to get it. Do you see how big this thing is? Like, huge. This should hold a couple good margaritas. Anyways, I'm joking. For me, am I? No, I love the ghosties and the bows. I thought it was so fun. So it's basically got one of these kind of sippy straw things, which I like. Obviously, you know, you can get in there and ship it this way if you want to. I do happen to like the tuck away straw. I just thought it was so fun and so cute. What a great gift for somebody. For $10, I said I could treat myself. But then I treated myself again, and I got myself two of them. And I'm regretting it because I should have got some other designs. I'll have to go back to Aldi. So these were they $4.99 or $5.99? I apologize. I want to say they were closer to $6, but I know they weren't over that. And these are basically matches, 4 matches. Excuse me. I'm going to open this up because my mind right away, besides matches, my mind right away went to, there's so many things that we could do with this container. Now, so we've got these really long stick matches, which it's absolutely adorable. Just going to take that off. Now, let me see just how big the match. Oh, wow, these are really long. Okay, so here's all the matches that were in there, which are cute. They're nice and long matches. On the bottom is where you could strike the matches if you wanted to. And then there's your inside. I just think she is just too cute. She is all that in a bag of chips. But then I was thinking, you know what? You got a desk or something. Why not put a little piece of styrofoam in here and maybe put a little full plant, something like that. Or you could do a real plant if you wanted to. You could put candy in it, use it for pens or pencils. I just thought it was super cute, and I did, like I mentioned, I did get 2 of them because they are so fun. Now, they did have a kitty cat, which I passed on. They also had a Frankenstein head, and that's the one I should have grabbed because I did pick it up, look at it, and went, no, I don't need it, so I put it back. But, yeah, so I treated myself with all these little ghosty things, and again, these things were all from Aldi's. All right, I'm just going to take another sip of my hot cocoa here. And now what I'd like to share with you is out here on the East Coast in the state of New York, there is a store, and it's called Adams Fairacre Farms. Now, this store, I think there's 4 locations. I'm not 100% sure. There's not a bunch. It's family owned. It's been around for a really, really long time. All the produce that they carry are from all local farms. You go in this store, whatever you want, they've got it. Cheeses, meats, fish, poultry, oh, I said that. Fruits, vegetables, OMG. They have a huge bakery section. They have a huge section where you can go in and order a fresh pizza, get what you want on it, walk out the door with it, stay there and eat it. They just have everything you can fathom, even a huge floral section. Well, so I've been in this store before, but I haven't been in the store and spent some time. Well, as I was rummaging through the store and looking at some random items, I was like, oh my gosh, they have a little sweet section. Sweets being candy. And I was like, all right, I have to go check this out. So they have all their own homemade chocolates, fudges, bonbons, you name it. And then in the back part of where their fancy candies are, they have candy that's imported from other countries. Well, Adams, oh my gosh. Okay, so for those of you that have watched my channel or know who I am personally or know me through the channel, my mom was born and raised in England. I spent a lot of time in England growing up. A lot. I think I have like 4 passports. A lot of time in England growing up, and I was very, very fortunate to do so. In England, in my opinion, they have the greatest chocolates compared to America chocolates. Again, I'm biased because I do like the British stuff. So aunts and uncles and cousins and all that would send stuff from England to America around the holidays and things like that, or whenever we were visiting, you know, we would always bring back extra stuff because you couldn't get it in America. Now, you would think because I'm in New York, I would have more access to things like this, which if I go to New York City, which is a couple hours from me, I would have more access to things like this. But in the meantime, this Adams store is maybe a half an hour from me. I'm in there rummaging around, and I hit a section, and out of the corner of my eye, I see packaging that I know is not from America. And sure as shit. Yeah, I just swore. Anyways, oh my goodness. These are McVitie's Rich Tea biscuits. And when I tell all of you that I'm having a hot cuppa and I need my biscuits, these are the ones I'm talking about. I absolutely love these biscuits. It's just a plain, simple biscuit. But, oh my gosh, are they yummy. And you can't get them over here. So, I did stock myself up on some English biscuits. So, if you're British or even maybe Canadian or even, I think, Polish probably too. If you're having a hard time finding things like this, I'm going to fill you in on my secret. Adams Fairacre Farms has a British section. Another all-time favorite of mine, and these sweets and treats, I get so emotional. When I see this stuff, I start to cry instantly because for me, it is so much part of my world. My mom, myself being a kid in the sweet shops in England, in the fish and chip shops, it was a big deal for me. Anyways, the, of course, infamous Jelly Babies. We had to get some of those. So I got me some Jelly Babies. They also had my Cadbury chocolate eclairs. And basically, this is a hard caramel. And on the inside, it's got a chocolate filling. And it tastes just like a chocolate eclair. A big favorite of mine. So I scored some of those as well. One of my favorites that usually Miss Linda will send to me at Christmas time, she has on occasion. Well, guess what? I got the Smarties in the jumbo size. I'm so excited. Now, these are made by Nestle, by the way. It's funny how these companies are the same as America, but yet the chocolate is night and day from each other. Anyways, these Smarties are basically the size of M&Ms, and it's Englishes. Listen to me. It's the UK or Britain. It's their version of M&Ms for here in America, but they are so yummy. I did find myself some Thai food tea. Besides I probably drink more Thai food than anything. But Thai food, you get 80 packs in here, more ooh in every brew. There's your Thai food tea. And what's interesting about British tea, I'm going to show you, is usually you don't have strings because their tea is just in bags. They mostly use loose tea. That's the way to have a proper cup of tea. But in the meantime, you'll get these sachet packs, what I call them. You whip them in half like that. Throw a couple into this. You know, I would probably put one more and make myself a pot of tea with these. So one of my favorite teas, Thai Fu. So I grabbed some of that. They also had one of my favorite candy bars, made by Cadbury's. And these are the snack bars. This is a chocolate bar that is drenched in milk chocolate. On the inside, it has the most incredible shortbread cookie you've ever had. They're absolutely delightful. You get 4 in a package. These are super, super yummy. And then last but not least, and I'm guilty because I got myself 3 of these. This is another one of my ultimate favorite candy bars. It's made by Cadbury. It's called a Crunchy. It is covered in milk chocolate. On the inside, it's got a honeycomb, like it's a big piece of honeycomb, and then they drenched it in chocolate. Yummy. There's one other candy bar that is my absolute favorite, and that is the Toffee Crisp bar, not the Coffee Crisp. Toffee Crisp. It comes in an orange wrapper. Can't find those anywhere. I know they still make them. Hoping this store will have some of those because that would be off the hook. All right, you guys. Well, I have shown you everything that I have. I'm actually up to par as far as my videos go. I do need another one of these pretzels because they are super yummy. I did enjoy all these sweets and treats, and I would definitely buy them again from Dollar Tree. Let me know what you thought about this haul. A little bit different than the standard just little Dollar Tree, but anytime that I get to spend me time with all of you is the best time ever. So until next time, everyone, have a wonderful Monday. A big hug from me to all of you, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Until then, bye for now.